Hey guys, welcome back to the Sanctuary. So I recently picked up the Red Riding Hood and the deluxe Evil Queen from the J. Scott Campbell series, Fairy Tale Fantasies from Sideshow. And then I noticed that he has a new calendar for 2024. This is the deluxe version. I thought you guys might enjoy paging through it. Let's take a look. Okay. So this is available directly from J. Scott Campbell's website. The deluxe edition is $49.95 and includes 3 extra months, so the first 3 months of 2025, as well as preliminary sketches for the 12 months of 2024. The cover shows Mermaid with Trident, which is one of the months, so we'll see her again later. J. Scott Campbell's Fairy Tale Fantasies, Femme Fatale's calendar 2024. He does name the colorist for each of these prints as well. And let's dig right in with January. And January is Queen Alice of Wonderland. And first we'll take a look at some of the preliminary sketches to get an idea of how J. Scott Campbell approaches each new art print. And then we'll look at the finished product. Alice was made into a statue with Sideshow, 1/5 scale, very popular piece. Got the Cheshire Cat here. And then we've got the rabbit here blowing a horn. Lots of very nice details. Drinking her tea. And then February, we have Beauty Killed the Beast. So that's a different take on this character. One could ask, why would she kill who she loves? But that is the theme of this particular print. Very preliminary sketches. She still keeps his portrait there. And I guess in a way he still keeps her warm at night. But would Beauty really kill the Beast? March, we have Cinderella and her stepsisters. Cinderella has also been made into a statue with Sideshow. Literally stepping on her sisters. That's a different definition for stepsisters. And then the evil godmother coming down the stairs, horrified by how beautiful Cinderella looks. So one thing I like about this art print, one reason I like this more than the statue, is that the statue, her eyes are closed, which I didn't like. Eyes are big for me for statues, so I much prefer eyes open. All right, April is the Trident Mermaid, as we saw on the cover. Here are several preliminary sketches. A lot going on here. Sea turtle. She's obviously making quite an impression on all these creatures of the sea. Next up, we have Goldilocks and her 3 bear skins. So is the implication here that Goldilocks killed all the bears? Again, that's a pretty dark reimagining of the fairy tale. Tell me what you think about that. So first we had Beauty killing the Beast, and now we have Goldilocks presumably killing the 3 bears. It's just a calendar, you know, it's not like they're necessarily making a statue out of this image, but it's definitely darker than what we've seen before from that character. Next we have the Ballad of Mulan. And the finished product. The colors really are beautiful on these. Got a temple in the background there, and then this magnificent dragon behind her. It's really nice. July, we have Snow White, the Queen Slayer. So let's look at these preliminary sketches. And they've integrated all the dwarves in here as well. They're carrying tools, but in this scenario, they appear to be more weapons than merely tools. Really nice print. August, we have Sultana and Aladdin's Lamp. She's got this enormous tiger. And these phantom arms behind her, also carrying swords. This is the latest statue from the J. Scott Campbell line. It's really, really nice. I'm seriously considering buying that statue. Next up is September. We have Dorothy of Oz, Witch Hunter. She's got Toto there. She's carrying a super soaker, and she's got a tank on the back. And anti-M tattoo, and a Kansas belt buckle. And of course, Emerald City in the background. And she's wearing the ruby red slippers on the yellow brick road. And we've got Kansas in the background there. That's kind of cool. Next up in October, we have The Curse of Medusa. There are several collectors who kind of hope that this is the next statue in the Fairy Tale Fantasies line. And I can understand why. This is really beautiful. Some have even expressed a desire that we'd have these stone soldiers behind her as a kind of a diorama. I don't think they'll do that because they really try to stay in a certain price range on these statues. And I don't think those additional characters would allow them to keep the price within that window. But she is really beautiful. I could see them doing this just as it is without the stone figures, and it would be extremely successful. She looks great. November, we have Red Riding Hood and the Wolf. We already had a Red Riding Hood statue. They could certainly do another one. I think it'd be great if they did it with her riding this wolf. But again, I don't think they would, because I think it'd be cost prohibitive. The statue is beautiful, the first one. This would also make a great statue. By the way, if you haven't met J. Scott Campbell at a convention, he's a really cool guy. Smart and just overall a really nice guy. December is Revenge of the Ice Queen. And the finished product. You have all these folks, looks like a king there, recoiling back as she displays her powers. I could see this being popular as a statue as well. All right, now we're getting into the 3 bonus months. And we start with Dark Queen, Alice of Wonderland, with the preliminary sketches. So it looks like at one time she had wings in his thinking for this piece. Or is that a different character? No, I think that's her. So maybe he scrapped that idea in the final product. Very large Cheshire cat here. The Drink Me potion. Very nice. And then February, so these are black and white, but we do get the preliminaries, so that's nice too. This is Pocahontas, Chief Pocahontas, which is a bit of a switch. Pocahontas clearly is not a fantasy character. She was a real person. So it's interesting that he would include her in this calendar. Looking forward to seeing that one in color. It's really nice. And then finally, March, we have Rapunzel with her long hair, and there appears to be a mace at the end of her long hair. So she's using that as a weapon. Of course, her high tower is behind her there. Rapunzel and her deadly locks. And that's it for the J. Scott Campbell calendar. So let me know what you think, guys. Which pieces or which art prints from here do you think would translate well into one of their 1/5 scale statues? There's several in here I think would be really, really nice. I'm not sure if I mentioned the size. This is 10 inches wide and 20 inches tall. So they're quite long prints, but they're really, really nice. As far as I know, it's still available on the website. I think there is a more affordable version that does not include the extra 3 months or the preliminary sketches. So I think that might save you $20, something like that. You can also get a more expensive one that is signed by him. I decided not to go with that. But it's well worth having. It's a really nice calendar. That's it, guys. Hope you liked it. Have a great holiday, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.